Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are making shito. Shito is a kind of stew that you can add to any dish, pretty much any dish if you wanted to.
I will warn you though, it takes a long time to make it if you want it to be perfect.
So just have that in mind. Let's get right into it. We have a couple of ingredients that we are going to use to make our shito. In my plate, I have some onions, garlic, ginger, and then I have some fresh shrimps. I do not have enough dry shrimps, so I'm going to bake my own shrimps and add it to the one I already have. In this plate, I have some tomatoes, jalapeno peppers, and some cubes. I also have some blended dry herrings, some blended peppers, and I have my seasoned salt to taste. So let's quickly go through our ingredients again because I want to make sure you have this right, okay? We have onions, ginger, garlic, dried blended shrimps, dried blended herrings, fresh tomatoes, or you can use some canned tomatoes, habanero peppers, Maggie Cubes, ground red peppers, tomato puree, and some seasoned salt. I am going to get started by prepping my shrimps. In my bowl, I added some salt to the shrimps, and as you can see, I'm just arranging it on a tray, and it's going to go right into the oven to be baked. I am then going to cut my gingers into smaller bits so they can blend a lot easier. I'm going to do the same with the onions and the garlic. I'm going to throw in my jalapeno peppers and do the blending. And then I'm going to finish up by blending my tomatoes, the rest of my onions, and ginger. We are all done with our blending. Let's check on the shrimps now. You do not want it to burn because you don't want that bitter aftertaste. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. I have added some oil to my bowl. And in addition to the oil, I'm going to add some tomato paste. This is oil that I've been using for quite a bit, just for frying some fish, plantain, whatever you have on hand. Do not use new oil because, again, shito is a dish that takes a lot of oil. So just find all the oil bases that you have in your house and use that as your starting basis. And shito is a sauce that requires a lot of oil. Most of it is going to reduce down. You can always skim it off when it's ready, but you do require the oil so it keeps the sauce very fresh. The tomato paste I added is a thickening agent. It's going to help thicken our sauce up. It's also going to help enhance the flavors of the tomato sauce that we created with all of our veggies. So that's the main purpose of adding in the tomato paste. I'm going to give it a really good stir so I can break up the tomato paste chunks. Whilst we have our Shito oil going, I'm going to check up on my shrimps. Again, I don't want it to dry out too much or burn, so I'm just going to keep a very close eye on it. I'm just turning it around and it's going to go back right into the oven. Next, I'm going to add our blended veggies to the oil. After this point, it's imperative you keep an eye on the Shito. You literally have to watch it, keep an eye on it, keep mixing it up so it doesn't burn on the bottom. The minute it burns on the bottom, your sauce is going to get extremely better, and that's pretty much it. Our shrimp is all done. As you can see, it is dried and ready to be blended. I'm going to throw it all up. There was one that didn't want to go in the blender, but we got it right in there. We're going to blend this up and add it to the dried shrimps that we already had. It is time to add our spices. I'm gonna go ahead and add our Maggie Cubes, crush it up, throw it in there. I'm also going to add in our seasoned salt. This is purely to your taste, okay? Add in the spices and the seasonings to your taste. Now we are ready for the stars of our dish. We are going to put in our dried herrings. Stir it well in. Jaden just run by. In addition to that, we're going to add in the dry shrimps that I made. Look at how fresh that is. Make sure to stir it in very well and stir the bottom of your pan because you want to make sure you do not burn your sauce. Again, once you burn it, that's pretty much it. So keep an eye on that. We are now going to throw in the ground pepper. This is really to your taste. If you love a lot of spice, be my guest. Just throw it in there. And if you don't, be very mild on the spice. Now that you have all your dry ingredients in, it's just a matter of keeping an eye on your sauce. I've been cooking my Shito for a total of about 6 hours, and look at it. Oh my goodness. All I need is a bowl of Waakye, and that's it. That's all I need. But yes, the cook time on this is pretty long because it takes time for all the water, the moisture to dry up. But once it does, you realize your sauce begins to turn darker, and that's about it. So thank you for joining me for another video. I do hope you try this recipe. You will absolutely love it. Like I said, you can pair it with any dish that you would want to, add some spice to. This is absolutely delicious. And once you make it, it lasts for a long time. Look at the number of bottles I got from this. Like I mentioned earlier on, there's so many dishes you can pair this goodness with. Pair it with some goat meat jollof rice. You can pair it with some shrimp fried rice. If you want to see the recipe for this, check my other videos. You can pair it with some fried fish Again, I have a video for this, or some smoked mackerel. Oh my goodness, do you get the point now? Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, share, like, and tune in for my next video.